How to double your bookkeeping business. My name is Zach Pasquarello. I'm going to teach you everything that I know about growing my bookkeeping business. I know exactly what you can do to start and grow your own bookkeeping business because I started 3 years ago and I have actually doubled my bookkeeping business every year for the past 3 years. Right now, I have 49 clients. I'm making $20,000 per month. I make these videos every single day just so that I can teach you everything that I know about starting and growing a bookkeeping business. In this video, I'm going to talk specifically about how to double your bookkeeping business. All right, so let me give you some of my secret tips. Let me give you some advice. Let me give you my secret sauce. I'm going to be talking about things like asking for Google reviews, asking current clients for referrals. I know that seems obvious, but so many people don't do it. And then high quality customer service. Delivering A+ customer service is so important to growing your bookkeeping business. And then finally, you have to stick around to the end of this video because I have a bonus tip for you. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. I want to tell you about how to double your bookkeeping business, but first, you need to start a bookkeeping business. So if you are watching this video, if you're new to my channel, if you don't know how to start a bookkeeping business, let me break it down for you real quick. I'm only going to talk about this for 30 seconds. So if you've already started your own bookkeeping business, don't worry, we're going to go over this really quick. First of all, you need to learn QuickBooks and bookkeeping. That's the first step. It's also the easiest step. Number 2, you need to start creating social media marketing content. This is the hardest part about starting a bookkeeping business because now you need to get clients. If you don't have any clients, social media is a great place to start. Then you need to find prospective clients on social media, connect with them, obviously become friends with them, follow them, connect with them on LinkedIn, whatever social media platform you're using. And then finally, most importantly, you need to engage with your community. Okay, so that is a real quick, down and dirty, very easy, simplified process on how to start a bookkeeping business. Now, let me talk specifically, let me give you some advice on growing your bookkeeping business. If you already have a couple clients, this is going to help you get from 5 to 10 clients to 20 to 40 clients. First of all, you need to ask for Google reviews. This is such an underrated thing that so many people forget to do, and it's so simple. First of all, you need to create a Google My Business profile. If you don't have one already, obviously you need a Google My Business profile so that you can get Google reviews. So many people go to Google when they're looking to hire a landscaper or plumber or bookkeeper, so it's important that you put yourself on the map. Now, whenever you onboard a new client, you need to keep track, who have you asked for a Google review? Try not to ask the same person multiple times for a Google review. I keep it in my Excel spreadsheet. Every time I onboard a new client, I write down, did I ask them for a Google review? I usually wait at least 2 months. So if I onboard somebody maybe October 1st, I would wait until at least December, if not January, before I ask them for a Google review. But keep track, who have you asked? Who have you not asked for a Google review? Also keep track, who has given you a Google review. Send an email to everyone. If you help somebody, not just clients, but if you even help somebody, if you have a phone call or if you've helped somebody in the past with their bookkeeping or QuickBooks or business in general or taxes, send an email to everybody. Say, hey Josh, I hope today's meeting was helpful. If you have a quick minute, I would so greatly appreciate, please leave me a quick Google review. Don't forget, you can ask your friends and family. There's no shame. I would never ask anybody to lie, but you can certainly ask your friends and family, hey, would you mind leaving me a Google review? Just talk about how I'm a good bookkeeper and I'm a good business owner and how you highly recommend that other people work with me for their bookkeeping and QuickBooks. Post about it on social media. If you get a Google review, that's a great opportunity to post, say, hey, another happy customer, another 5-star Google review. Post about it on Facebook or social media. There's something about telling other people that, hey, like this guy had a good experience with me, they are more likely to hire you and trust you if they see other people have hired you, other people trust you. It just encourages other people to feel the same way about you. And also, don't be afraid to post on social media and say, hey, if I've ever helped you with your business or bookkeeping, I would really appreciate a quick Google review. Here's the link. Go ahead, leave me a 5-star Google review. Okay, so that's enough about Google reviews. Now let's talk about asking current clients for referrals. So most people don't even know that you are accepting new clients. For whatever reason, people tend to assume that professionals like accountants and bookkeepers and lawyers and engineers, they assume that we are just always so busy. So they don't even know that we are accepting new clients. So take this opportunity, let people know like, hey, yeah, I am actually accepting new clients. A great way to do that is to let them know, hey, I am looking to onboard 2 new clients before the end of the year. In the next 2 months, I'm looking to onboard 2 new clients. Be careful. Don't sound too desperate. Don't say, hey, I need to get 20 more clients in the next 2 months. Can you guys please help me out? Just be like, hey, I have a couple openings. I'm looking to onboard 2 new clients in the next 2 months. Don't sound desperate. You can send this email to all of your clients. So if you have 20 clients, send all 20 of your clients the same email saying, hey, I'm looking to onboard 2 new clients. If you know anybody, please let me know. I would love to work with them. Post about it on Facebook. You can make a post saying, hey, if you guys know any business owners who might need help with their bookkeeping, I would love a referral. You can send people DMs, so you can not only post about it, but also send people DMs and say, hey, I'm trying to grow my bookkeeping business. If you know anybody who might need help with their bookkeeping, I would greatly appreciate an introduction so that I can help them with their bookkeeping. And then don't be afraid to give a referral bonus. I have paid people 30% of the first 3 months. So if I onboard a new client and they pay me $300, I'm going to pay somebody a $90 referral bonus over the next 3 months, which it's not a ton of money, but it's nice to get a referral bonus. It encourages people to maybe go out of their way to actually refer people over to you. Okay, so delivering high quality customer service, A+ customer service. This is so obvious. This is so important. This should be the backbone of every single business. Sales and marketing are completely irrelevant if you deliver a bad service. Honestly, if you deliver poor customer service, I would recommend don't do any marketing and sales, because you should try to get as few clients as possible, because you have a bad service and your business is going to run itself into the ground. So I know that's none of you. So you need to deliver high quality customer service, because if you don't, all of the sales and marketing you just did are completely irrelevant. Word of mouth referrals spread exponentially. They help your business spread like wildfire. The only way to get word of mouth referrals is to deliver high quality customer service. If you do a bad job for somebody, they're not going to tell their friends and family about you. If you do a really good job, they're way more likely to tell their friends and family. So by you doing a good job for client one is going to tell 4 of their friends, and then now you'll have 2 clients, and then client 1 and client 2 will tell 4 more of their friends, and then you have 8 clients, and you went from 1 client to 2 clients to 8 clients, and then 16, and then 32. You can see how word of mouth referrals will literally help your business grow exponentially. And people just tend to trust referrals. Like if I trust my best friend Billy Bob, and if Billy Bob tells me, hey, Harrisburg Bookkeeping is a great bookkeeper, I'm going to be like, you know what, Billy Bob, I trust you. I trust your referrals. I'm going to go ahead and hire Harrisburg Bookkeeping. For whatever reason, people just trust referrals from their friends and family. I say this all the time. It is so much easier to keep a client than it is to lose a client because you did a bad job and have to replace them. So just focus on the current clients you have right now. Delivering high quality customer service should be the first thing you do every single day. And the easiest way to do that is to answer your phone, respond to emails, be polite, be professional, do what you say you're going to do. Never overpromise and underdeliver. That is the worst thing you can do. So just do what you say you're going to do and communicate effectively. Now, the first 1 to 3 months is actually really hard. So this is why it's so important to not lose your clients, because you're going to spend a ton of time in the first 1 to 3 months actually doing the bookkeeping, and then it gets easier down the road. So if you are constantly losing clients in the first 3 months, you are constantly recycling new clients, you are going to spend so much time learning new clients. So it's so much easier, get a new client, keep them for 3 years, and then by the time you're over that first 3 month learning curve, doing the bookkeeping is going to be so easy. Okay, this is the bonus tip. Optimize your processes. This is the best way to grow your bookkeeping business. You need to optimize your processes, because do you even have the capacity to double your bookkeeping business? If you don't, then do not try to double your bookkeeping business. Like, stop doing sales and marketing if you don't have the capacity to onboard new clients, because if you don't have the capacity, then you're going to do a bad job. And if you do a bad job, that means you're delivering bad customer service, and then we're right back to where we started. So make sure you even have the capacity to double your bookkeeping business. You need to learn how to quote and onboard new clients efficiently. So let's say you have 5 clients right now. If you want to get 5 more clients, you need to figure out what's the best way to quote people quickly so that I can onboard them efficiently. Have a quote, have a client agreement, have a new client checklist. Develop these processes early so that once your business starts doubling and growing, you have systems and processes in place to actually enable this growth. Because if you double 2 years in a row, you're going to go from 5 clients to 10 clients, and then from 10 clients to 20 clients. And then if you do what I did year 3, I went from 20 clients to 40 clients. That's a really big jump. You need to optimize your processes. Now, in order to actually handle this capacity, I recommend that you have a niche. And I have a niche not in the industry who I service, but I have a niche in the services that I provide. So I only do bookkeeping. I don't do payroll, taxes, or CFO services. That has enabled me to truly be a bookkeeping expert. And I only work with QuickBooks Online. I don't work with Sage, Xero, Wave, or even QuickBooks Desktop. That has also enabled me to be a QuickBooks Online expert. So I can handle 49 clients right now and do their bookkeeping every single week, and continue to do sales and marketing and onboard new clients and grow my bookkeeping business, because I have a niche and I am a bookkeeping and QuickBooks Online expert. Okay, last thing, you want to quote your services monthly, not hourly. So don't tell people you'll work for $50 an hour or even $100 an hour. Tell people that you will do their bookkeeping for $500 a month or $250 a month. This will make it so much easier for you to invoice every single month. That way you're not clocking in, clocking out, keeping a timesheet, sending the timesheet to your clients, and that makes you feel like an employee. Instead, don't work hourly, work monthly. I figured out that I'm actually making $200 per hour based on the hours it actually takes me to do the work and the amount of money that I make every single month. So if you want to grow and earn more money, I recommend bill monthly, not hourly. That's it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If you want to learn more about starting and growing a bookkeeping business, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm making new videos every single day.